Good evening. Welcome to the Spirit of Korea concert with LAKMA. Tonight's event is very special because we are here to celebrate the 80th anniversary of liberation of Korea. I'd like to thank Korean Consul General Kim Young-hwan for his ongoing support and guidance. I'd like to also thank Mr. Lee Hae-dong, the Director of Korean Cultural Center, for his generous donation and for helping us in preparing tonight's event. At the beginning of the second half, you will meet the great-grandchildren of missionary Henry Appenzeller, right here. And Henry Appenzeller was the very first missionary who arrived in Korea 140 years ago. Among many other things, Reverend Appenzeller established Daejae School, whose alumni includes our hero, Dosan An Chang-ho, and the famous poet Kim So-wol, whose work you will see at the second half. Tonight, we are here to witness the historical premiering of Let My People Go, composed by Baek Na-keun. The lyrics of the third song, Martyr, 대한이 살았다, were created and sang by no other than Yoo Gun-sun herself, along with other 6 courageous freedom fighters while they were imprisoned together at Saedaemun Hyungmuso. One of them was a blind woman, Seung Ho Choi, and her son kept record of these lyrics. Its 5th song is Resistance. It was inspired by the music by Yoon Hyung-ju, the famous Korean pop singer, we all know him, who is the 6th cousin of our hero, Yoon Dong-ju. He provided us this deeply moving lyric. We'll also see him during the second half. Korean Independence Day is also known as Gwangbokjeol, the day when light was restored. Indeed, Joseon was the land of morning calm, where early morning light shined beautifully in the Far East. It was a land of creative people who loved music, who liked to wear white clothes, and they cherished their peace. But a brief look at our history will tell us that our ancestors were also warriors who would again and again defended our nation till the very end. Joseon's Lee general, using his 13 pearl ships, destroyed 133 Japanese ships with his legendary valor and sacrifice. So it's not surprising that An Jung-geun, at age 31, was fearless in front of Japanese judge. Even as he faced a certain death, he did not blink, and he listed 15 crimes Ito Hirofumi committed against Korea. Maria Kim, I'm really awestruck by this wonderful woman, was our first female representative. She put to shame the cruel Japanese torturers when they taunted and tempted her to give up her fight and live an ordinary life as a housewife. She told them, I am married to Korean independence. So let no man put asunder what God has joined together, was her defiant message. When the Korean jail guard was guarding Yoo Gun-sun, asked her why she was continuing to fight, even when her death was imminent. Her last words were, if not me, who? Our hero's clear and compelling message to the whole world that Korea intended to remain master of their own house was not to be ignored. At Cairo Conference in 1943, even the reluctant Churchill, who wanted to keep the status quo of colonialism, and Roosevelt, who was not eager to get involved in Korean Peninsula at that time, had to accept the fact that post-war map will include Korea as an independent nation. The torch of freedom and independence that our ancestors kept alive transcends time and space. It is that torch that Seung Ho Choi carried at Seoul Olympic of 1988, when we as a nation were finally able to wipe away the sweat and tear of Berlin Olympic of 1936, when he ran the marathon and won the gold medal, but had to hide the Japanese flag with his wreath. The glow of that torch guides us to respect the sovereignty of all nations, condemn all forms of imperialism, and oppose any attempt to violate human rights based on their affinity or religion. That is why our wonderful festival choir, Young Angels Choir, and the LAKMA singers, and all the musicians from all corners of the global village are participating in tonight's concert. It is the bright light of freedom when seen through the prism, contains 7 colors. It includes conservative red and progressive blue. Indeed, our independence was achieved by a community effort. Some were diplomatic and emphasized education, while others were militant and not afraid to drop targeted bomb when necessary. Some were idealistic, while others were pragmatic. But all of our heroes who fought for independence were not afraid to sacrifice their own lives. It is now up to us today to live a life that is worthy of their sacrifices and learn to embrace others with all of our differences and imperfections. That's why my hero is Seung Ho, for his relentless pursuit of unified, peaceful Korea, and for embracing our brothers and sisters in North Korea. I also admire Seung Ho for his seemingly politically incorrect decision to use the literary talent of Chunwon Lee Kwang-soo in completing his autobiography, Baekbamilchi and Nice One. So I'd like to conclude my remarks borrowing his words, which no doubt came from deep within his own heart. 나는 우리나라가 세계에서 가장 아름다운 나라가 되기를 원합니다. 가장 부강한 나라가 되기를 원하는 것은 아닙니다. 내가 남의 침략에 가슴이 아팠으니 내가 남을 해하는 것을 원치 않습니다. 오직 한없이 가지고 싶은 것은 높은 문화의 힘입니다. 또한 나의 간절한 소원은 우리나라 대한의 완전한 자주 독립과 평화 통일입니다. 대한 독립 만세! 대한 독립 만세! 대한 독립 만세! Thank you.